Tiny Purple Fishes by Violettavonviolet. Read by My Lost and Found. Summary. Atlanteans were way taller than expected. This poses some issues. Percy had been standing in front of the closed door that led to the dining hall, desperately trying to open it, for at least 5 minutes now. It was early, and he was tired and hungry and getting really frustrated. Someone coughed discreetly behind him. Bright red, Percy turned to look at whoever just bore witness to his little fit. Triton. Great. To Percy's mortification, he opened the door without even a little bit of trouble. Show off. Or, Percy's kind of small for an Atlantean. His brother decides to help. This fic is about 800 words and 1 chapter. It is rated general audiences, and no archive warnings apply. This podfic was recorded for Voice Team 2025 for the challenge Double Dip, and subsequently, it was recorded for the fest Be a Goldfish. As always, link to the fic is in the description, and on with the story. Percy had expected a lot from his first visit to Atlantis, but certainly not this. In some rational part of his brain, it kind of made sense, but still, it was kind of embarrassing. You see, despite the wildly different looks of the inhabitants of Atlantis, one thing they definitely had in common. What, you might ask, is that? Percy will tell you what. Their height. Like, he wasn't kidding. He was a good head shorter than even the smallest of the Atlanteans. And, okay, Percy was really confident in his height. He was completely average in New York, maybe even a little above at 6 foot. But here, he was practically tiny. And yeah, maybe that did kind of hurt his ego a little. He'd swam past multiple groups of girls that had actually had the nerve to point and giggle. Like, what? Sorry he's not a giant like his stupidly tall brother Triton. It also put into perspective just how Poseidon looked at him. He must seem like a baby to his dad, who, in his mer form, was at least 9 foot tall. Worst of all, he couldn't even really use his legs as an excuse, because his dad had magicked him a tail for the visit. The look on Amphitrite's face when they first met changed rapidly from slightly disdainful to something akin to what Percy thought might have been the look for baby seals. Like he wasn't a hero of Olympus, but some cute small plaything. Not that he wanted his stepmom to hate him, but a little more respect would have been nice. And Poseidon only laughed at him, telling him he'd still grow as a mer, even if he pretty much stopped as a human at 15. Triton looked at him like he was a literal child, and even if Percy might have been slightly annoying sometimes, he's not a child. Also, not to complain or anything, but literally everything in Atlantis was ridiculously heavy. Like, they were underwater. How could he literally not even open doors? This was also what had started this little rant of his, because Percy had been standing in front of the closed door that led to the dining hall, desperately trying to open it for at least 5 minutes now. It was early, and he was tired and hungry and getting really frustrated. Someone coughed discreetly behind him. Bright red, Percy turned to look at whoever just bore witness to his little fit. Great. Triton. Good morning. Morning, Perseus. They stood there awkwardly. Neither said a word. Percy was really starting to feel like a child. Do you need assistance in opening the door? Oh, Triton was enjoying this. The traitorous twinkle in his eyes betrayed his intention. No, I've been struggling with this stupid door. For fun. Triton made no attempt to come closer. Oh, that bastard was really going to make him beg for this. He huffed. Oh, great, Triton. Would you do me the favor of opening the door that for some reason weighs just about 5 tons? He crossed his arms, rolled his eyes, and uncrossed his arms because he realized what a great impression of a toddler he was making. Great. He lacked the legs, but if he still had them, he probably would have stomped his foot as well. Finally, Triton was moving, and to Percy's mortification, he opened the door without even a little bit of trouble. Show off. He gestured for him to enter, and Percy curtsied mockingly, if only to tease his older half-brother. The next morning, Percy woke up to the sound of construction, and when he went to investigate, he found a significantly smaller door being built right next to the main entry door. Oh, no. That bastard wouldn't, right? Maybe something inside of Percy began to warm. It was nice to be thought of. The door to the dining hall wasn't shut like the day before. The appreciation grew. When he entered the dining hall again, he sat down on one of the chairs closer to Poseidon and asked him straight up. Did Triton say something? His father mustered him and grinned, looking right past him. Percy knew that mischievous look, because it graced his own face more often than not. I don't know what you're talking about. It just came to my attention that you might be struggling to acclimatize thanks to your height difference. Besides, we do sometimes have visitors that struggle with the same issues. It was only logical. Percy smiled, and his dad grinned back. Maybe it wasn't so bad having a big brother. When Triton entered, a few minutes later, he sat down right next to Percy. Morning. Morning. They both knew what he'd done, but neither would ever admit it out loud. And that is all for this short podfic. I think it's so funny, Percy just being so short compared to everyone in Atlantis. He's just a little guy. Like, yeah, maybe he defeated Kronos, but he's just a little guy. And I love good brother Triton. It's always nice and sweet. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, this podfic was recorded for Voice Team 2025 for the challenge Double Dip. And that challenge entails creating an audio fan work that you'll be able to use for a current or upcoming fest. And this is the second one I'm doing for this challenge, so I know what a fest is by now. I didn't before, but so yeah, like I said at the beginning, this is for the BA Goldfish Fest, which is basically just a fest for making short podfics, specifically under 1,000 words. And this one is comfortably at 800, so it fit perfectly. And yeah, this was a fun one to podfic. I very much enjoyed reading it. But yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, as always, link to the fic is in the description. Go leave a kudos, go leave a comment, whatever you can. I am sure the original author appreciates it. Anyway, that is all for this time. I will see you guys next time.